There you go. It should be all fixed up. So for the first move we're going to be working on a butterfly guard sweep. So come on down here into my office. So we're going to start with our hips square to our opponent.
Okay.
Establish our butterfly hooks. We're going to establish an overhook. And with your overhook, I want you to work on keeping this tight and keeping a good connection. I like to try to get as high up on the shoulder as I can. And Professor Jason taught us the technique. I don't know if I'm going to get this 100% correct like he did or not, but it's something like if you end up on the mat like this, you crunch over to the side. Now, do you feel how my back is on your arm and basically holding it down?
Yeah.
So then you can execute your butterfly sweep that way too.
Okay.
So another technique I wanted to teach you was something that Coach Jason taught me, and also I think Master Jean-Jacques taught Coach Jason this as well. Instead of thinking about lifting, right, their body weight up, I want you to think about sweeping the knee off to the side. Do you feel how your knee just kind of picks up real easy there?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show you this butterfly sweep, but then we're going to roll into a different kind of butterfly sweep, okay?
Okay.
So you're going to sweep this knee off to the side, and you could establish this underhook here to help drive, right, like a big steering wheel.
Okay.
Drive them over. Keep that connection all the way through, but then when you're almost kind of swept over, I want you to work on extracting this foot for the butterfly sweep.
Okay.
So let me show you the other butterfly sweep as well.
Okay.
So on this one, same concepts, right? Except for you're gonna pull this leg in, and you're gonna use like basically your little toe, the other, I guess we can call it the other ball of your foot, right? Because you got the big ball here and then you got this part right here.
Yeah.
You're gonna use that to drive off of. Drop. We're always dropping to the overhook side on butterfly sweeps.
Okay.
Dropping my shoulder to the mat, sweeping this leg up to the side. And then I come through and clearing, come in the mount.
Nice.
So whichever one you want to do, let's just work those two a few times, okay?
Okay.
And I can walk you through it if you need help.
Go here. Establish real high.
Yep.
And we're gonna come down. Drops on here, right?
Yeah, so if you do end up like this, like let's say I just drive in and my hand maybe ends up here or something.
Mm-hmm.
What I want you to do is I want you to crunch to the side. There you go. Side crunch.
Okay.
Now, do you feel how this is trapped here?
Yes.
All right, now sweep my knee to the side and roll me over. Clear your legs. Good. And then try that other butterfly sweep as well. All right, this one. Same, almost all the same concepts. The only difference is here is you're going to tuck this leg. Oh, actually, you're going to be sweeping me that way, so you're going to keep this one, tuck this foot, and you can use your there you go. You can use your post there just to maybe create whatever space you need.
Okay.
So same concept, shoulder drops to the mat. There you go. Just like that. Let's practice that maybe one or two more times, just so you've got a real good idea. And you can do whichever one that you like the best, because ultimately it's your jiu-jitsu. Like whatever one feels the best to you and that you like the most, stick with that one and practice it over and over until it becomes second nature.
Right. Okay. So in here. I actually really like the one where the foot gets tucked in.
Okay. Yeah. So you just drive off the
This ball.
Yep. Drive off of that.
Right here.
Yep.
Punch down.
And so let me kind of show you what that looks like without a person as well, just so you can have a better understanding of the concept. So I'm tucking this in. I got my overhook. I'm dropping to the side, and I'm using that to elevate.
Got it.
Yes, sir. Yep. And like I said, you can use that post to adjust your hips or whatever you need to do to get into the right position for yourself.
Sure. Here comes in.
Drop. Mr. Butterfly, hook on that one.
Oh Oh, did I?
Yeah, that's okay. And then just think about sweeping the knee off to the side. It's a lot less weight to have to carry with your butterfly hook.
Okay. So if I'm here,
Let me fix your. There you go.
here, I'm gonna sweep your knee off to the side. And what's the importance of getting, when I have my hook in, what's the importance of swinging it out and doing
So
that?
keep that hook in, watch
Yeah.
what happens.
Got it. Got it. End up being almost half guard instead of.
Yeah, it
Full mount.
does give me the opportunity to start working back to half guard. So
Okay.
it's just like a preventative measure to keep from having to deal with more problems.
And you're doing that as we sweep over, like the last second.
Yeah, it's,
Cool.
and this these movements, they're all about the timing. So if you go to practice them live and you're struggling getting them and stuff, don't worry. Eventually, you know, if you practice it enough, you'll start to see the opportunities and understand the timing of it. And that's something I'm working on for myself as well, as the timing of everything. So it's a long-term process. It takes a while to get all that stuff down. So let's go over the next move.
Okay.
This is another sweep that Professor Chase taught me. And we're gonna follow this up into a choke.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the same things, establish our overhook.
Okay.
And another thing I wanted to mention that I really like to do is I like to keep some type of connection here, right? And Professor Jay's video, it says you gotta learn how to sell the technique, okay? So maybe we're gonna grab a wrist here and start messing around here or something, just to whatever kind of things you can figure out to do to sell the technique.
Okay.
All right, but ultimately what we're gonna work towards is I'm gonna take this hand, I'm gonna swim it over the back of your head.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna take my other hand and I'm gonna come under your armpit and I'm gonna grab your lat or the back of your shoulder blade right here.
Okay.
Now, same movement. I'm gonna tuck my leg, drive, sweep, and come over into this mount position here, okay? Keeping this hand in, I'm gonna circle my arm, swim my arm back around, and I'm gonna drive it deep into your neck. And then just let me show you something real quick here as far as the hand techniques.
Yeah.
So once I swim this, I'm grabbing this, just like I'm gonna get a guillotine choke. Okay, so once I get to this position here, I swim this around, I grab this, arm deep, I've got my choke. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive my elbow down, lift my wrist up, and flatten out my hip.
It's there.
Yeah. So a very important thing with both of these chokes that I'm going to teach you today is don't pull like this.
Okay.
Crunch in and lift your wrist and drive your elbow down. The idea is to compress their chin into the chest, and that's what creates the choke. Okay. So give this one a try on me, and I'll take my glasses off.
So here.
Yep.
So
So establish your overhook.
okay.
All right.
And then
So you're going to come to this side,
okay.
swim it around. Now come under my armpit, grab my shoulder blade.
Okay.
All right. Now just drive me over like a big rig steering wheel.
Okay.
All right. Now take and swim that through good. Establish your grip. Now flatten your hips out.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it?
That's a cool one. Okay, so before you're swimming like the sweep, the actual butterfly sweep, you
Yeah.
have to establish and then wrap your. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
got it.
I'll take you through the steps again.
Yeah.
So we're going to establish our overhook.
Okay.
And like I was saying, I do like to maintain a little bit of a connection and a control here. If they start going wild with their arm, it always gives me this opportunity to do this.
Okay.
Like, right? At least block and stop them from doing something.
Right.
Right? And then I'm going to swim this over.
Good.
I'm going to swim my hand under your armpit, grab your shoulder blade. I'm going to tuck my leg, and then I'm going to sweep this knee off to the side, drop you over. And the next step is I'm going to, and also if you'll notice, I kind of shift a little bit of the weight over this so I can swim my arm around.
Okay.
And I'm also posting on my head too. So don't forget that you can use your head as a post when you need to.
Got it.
So I'm going to drive this in. And if you'll notice, it's kind of like this part of my hand is kind of going across your neck. I think that's a key element in the choke as well.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm here. I drive my wrist up and my elbow down. Flatten my hips out.
Whoa.
You like that choke?
I like that one a lot. Yeah. That's a good one.
Go ahead and give it a try on me a couple times.
Let's try the other side. So I have here. I'll take this now. So I'm swimming around this way.
Yep.
Correct.
It's almost like a kung fu movement. You ever notice how like in kung fu everything just moves in circles?
Yeah.
In some ways, jiu-jitsu is like that too. We're swinging this over and coming under the armpit like a snake.
Got it. Got it. So overhook, swimming it.
Yep, and try to also keep that connection with your tricep to my head the whole time if you can.
Okay, so if I'm coming over, okay, so
Yes.
tricep the whole time I'm swimming it over.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That way it's all tight.
Okay, so I'm tucking this, going over,
Yep.
coming in.
Everything
my-
stays connected. Good.
Using my head as a post.
Yep.
Grabbing the choke, I'm gonna flatten and lift.
That was good. That was the best one you did so far.
I like that.
All right, so let's move on into the next movement. This is going to be like I want to call it a shin drive or a knee drive pass.
Okay.
And this is based on your opponent's reaction.
Okay.
So same setup. We're going to have our butterfly hooks in.
Okay.
I'll be tracking this.
Okay.
Now, what's going to happen is you realize that I am about to sweep you, so you're going to back your hips out. All right, whenever you do that, what I'm going to do is this is a reaction-based sweep,
Okay.
so I'm immediately connecting this hand to the thigh. Now, one important element I want to point out here is don't worry about the arm connection so much once you get to this point.
Okay.
Because it's almost like a trap too. So if you decide you want to pull your arm out, what I'm doing is I'm creating an arm drag right away. Now, if I want to do a back take from here, what I do is I shift my hips over just a little bit. Now this butterfly hook that was on this side comes to your knee. I'm kicking this knee out, I'm pulling you into me, and never pull your opponent on top of you. You don't want his weight on him, right? 110 pounds on me? Hell no. 120 pounds on you, right?
Right. Okay. So you have your. So let's say you just had an overhook.
Right. You got your overhook. We're tracking this arm. or
Tracking
wrist.
it, we're holding it, something like
I
that.
start backing out.
Because you knew the sweep was coming.
Right. We immediately connect our hand to our thigh. All right. Now we're gonna go through the arm drag first, and then we'll go through the actual knee drive
Yes.
pass. So I'm pulling my arm out. As soon as you feel this coming out, you're coming in with that arm high up in my armpit. Drag it across. Now, at the same time, switching legs, kick this knee out, and come up on top. You end up in a perfect position for the logo choke. So what I would do here is I would take and get my feet under the hips. Yes.
Okay.
Have your hooks in. Now do you see how this elevates my hips off the ground?
Yes.
All right, you're good to go for your choke now. And normally my arms would be trapped under here as well. Usually by this point.
And then this is just where it is from here.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
And for your rear naked choke, we're establishing a bicep connection, and we're just feeding this in. What I noticed is what makes that choke so tight when you feed it in like this is the forearm. It's almost like a zip tie effect. Like the more you drive your forearm in, the thickness of your forearm tightens up that space so much.
Okay. So it's more scissoring and.
Yeah. So it's just this movement right here, and the next in here. And then let's go over, let's see, what was the name? Oh, the actual knee drive pass. So let's go over that.
Okay.
So we're going to establish our overhook.
Okay.
All right, now I'm tracking this,
Yep.
right, or selling a technique in some way.
Yep.
You start to back out. Immediately when you do that, I'm here. Okay.
Okay.
Now the next thing I'm going to do is that technical stand-up drill we were just working on a little bit ago. I post my hand out here, I fold this leg in, hover my butt, sit up to a knee. I'm maintaining connection with my shin all the way through, and even if I wanted to, I could come here. And do you see how I also collapsed your arm down on the way through?
Yeah.
All right, another measure of control you can have here is this shoulder connection. Let's scoot back over into the middle of the mat. So I'm just gonna grab the same control I had before, so lay down. So we're here, we've got this collapse down.
Yep.
Right, I've got this overhook still, and I've got this shoulder connection. One thing you need to be aware of and cognizant of whenever you're in this position is the hips. If they start to evacuate their hips, we're gonna control their hips. Or another option is, that I really like to do, I swim this over here, I use this as a post. Right, do you notice how your arm's here?
Yes.
Heavy chest pressure on the shoulder. Now, I've got my other, do you feel my tricep in the back of your head?
Yep.
I've got my other thing here, I'm putting all this pressure down. As I come through, I'm just trying to be nice to you. Otherwise, normally I would be up on my feet.
Swimming.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
With all my chest pressure down on your shoulder. I swim this under, make a connection like this. I secure this, I have the Kimura.
Okay.
And there's so many things you can do from the Kimura. You got your arm bar there, you got your actual, Kimura that you can do.
Yeah.
You have, let's say, you end up in maybe like position like this, but they're just fighting you real hard. Right? Extract this leg, and then you triangle your legs together. Now you have the bicep slicer.
Ooh. Ooh.
You ready? I'll walk you through I know that was a lot of information. I'll walk you through the knee drive pass.
Sure. Okay. So we're here.
Yep.
And then we'll end up.
So you're selling your technique.
Okay.
Now I'm going to start to back this out. Hand connects to hip immediately.
Yep.
All right. Now, you're going to post on that hand. There you go. Technical stand up. Stay connected with the shin and the knee. Drive in.
Drive.
Okay. And then it's your choice from here. Whatever you want to do, you could do the thing I showed you, or you could go over into mount, or it's just whatever you want to do from here.
Take them out. Would you ever give this up to maybe transition to something, or do you like having
Sure.
this control? Or
If you want to get to an Americana from there, what you're waiting on is it's kind of like a timing aspect as well.
right?
You're waiting on me to make a connection here.
Okay.
So let's
Yeah.
reverse positions here, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about.
Sure.
So, and I do this quite a bit with people.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say you got this, right?
Yeah.
So, you're going to need to actually, for the Americana, you're going to have to extract this arm, okay?
Right.
And what you want to get them to do, if I want to go for this side, is I'm waiting on them to make a connection here to me, because when they do that, I'm swimming this under, and I don't even have to use my hands. I'm using a staple. Okay, and a staple is actually quite a bit tighter. I'm going to lock my hands together, and I just kind of drop my knee back just because
Yeah.
I feel like it allows me the space to pull this elbow down. And then what I do is I take both of my hands and I make my grips like this,
Okay.
because that helps lift the elbow up off the ground with my forearm.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make I call them motorcycle grips. I don't know if that's the right term or not, but that's just what helps me remember, because I feel like I'm revving a motorcycle up when I do this.
Yeah.
So I drag this elbow down, and then I'm gonna pretend like I'm an artist, right? Your wrist are the paintbrush bristles, and I'm gonna drag this elbow up, and I'm gonna paint the ground with your wrist.
Wow. I felt that one too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you'd have to give up that dominance to switch over.
Yeah.
But you're waiting for me to kind of post with my right to go down.
Yeah, and
The staple.
for that, I mean, you just bait the reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
Right.
stay heavy on top, swim, and then wait till they start making that connection to try to shove you off. Whenever you have somebody in mount, they should never be comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't be able to see the ceiling. You should be always swimming on top, trying to, like you guys feel me do in class, like I'll cup the head and scoop my knees up to get the arms. Because the key point when you're in mount or side control is from the hip to the armpit. You have to control that space.
Okay. Makes sense. Love it.
The last thing I wanted to show you was the final choke, and then there are some more elements to this system, but we'll go over those in the following up classes because this is quite a bit of material to try to remember. And I want you to you don't have to remember everything, but I want you to just remember what you can and try to practice it throughout the week. And then if you have any questions for me the next time we see each other, we'll go over anything you want to go over, we'll review, and then we'll work on the next stuff, which is just a couple more things. Does that sound fair enough?
It sounds great.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Oh yeah, we're working on that choke. So same, it starts with the same position, right?
Okay.
I've got my overhook. I'm controlling here, just tracking this.
Sure.
Okay. And so what's going to happen is you're going to start to back out, right? So I'm immediately going here. Now you kind of realize what's happening at this point, right?
Right.
You're like, oh man, he's about to sweep me.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to drive in. As soon as you drive in, I'm swimming this arm over and I'm connecting my hands together. Now, one technique I like to use, and you could choose either one, but the idea is just getting this bony part of your wrist in the center of his neck.
Okay.
So I like to use my chin strap as kind of like a measuring stick, right? I
Sure.
know if I'm here, and this also helps to open the neck up just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I know if I'm here, all I have to do is slip here, right? And then guess what's right there waiting is my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on this one, a couple of key elements is you want your chest to be over their back. So don't pull back on this because you'll lose the head.
Right.
All right, so we're going to connect our hands and connect the wrist to the neck. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten you out. Now I'm going to drive my wrist up and my elbow down.
It's there.
The idea, once again, is to compress the chin into the chest. And another key element to this is controlling the hips, okay?
Okay.
Because you can anticipate a violent response,
Yeah.
right? Because it's not malicious or anything like that. The reason you're getting that is because you're cutting off somebody's air.
Mm-hmm.
Another reason you need to stay connected to the hips and control the hips is let's say I don't and I just get here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now just drive into me and put your shoulder pressure on me. You see how that creates an issue for me?
Yep.
So that's why it's important to control the hips.
Okay. And you're pushing out
Yep,
with your legs controlled.
Just-
Sweeping out.
just like that.
So, overhook in here. Controlling this.
Yep.
You realize you're starting to back out.
Right.
Hips. I'm going right here.
All right, now I'm gonna drive in, get it,
Swing in here. And then
and get this butterfly hook reestablished.
reestablish here. Coming in. Use as a kind of a guide, but you should be able, and then it's just.
Yep. All right. The only thing you missed on this was you need to flatten me out with your butterfly hook.
Oh, that's right. Correct. Okay, so here.
Yep.
Here.
And then, so I felt you kind of pulling back just a little bit,
Okay.
and I know that that's a natural reaction. We all want to do that, but
Okay.
the key to this is crunching in, and where the choke happens is by lifting this up and squeezing this down.
Okay.
And then you're also choking with your lat as well.
Okay. Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So I got here. Let's just go here. Establishing this.
Yep.
You decide to back out a little bit.
Yep.
Arm goes here to
Now I'm
here.
gonna drive in.
You come in. I grab here. Reestablish here.
Yep.
I'm coming
Yep.
here. Out. And down.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like that one?
I like that one too. That one's cool.
That's all for today. If you want to get a couple of rolls in, we can get a couple of rolls, or if you want to
Yeah.
just roll on out, I'm okay with that too.
Do some roll.
All right, we'll get a couple of 5-minute rolls in. Ethan, I think that's good, buddy. Thank you so much. You'll have to